What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Wall Street PR. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a company known as BlockQuarry Corporation. Ticker symbol is BLQC. As you guys can currently see over here on the right hand side of your screen, they're currently trading at just 78 cents per share and are nearing this oversold territory listed here on this RSI indicator. But before I break this down further and talk about my price predictions, price analysis, and future projections for the stock in terms of its projected price, I do, as always, want to go over the company, talk about what they do, some of the recent news articles, and things like that. So with that said, let's jump right over here to their official website called BlockQuarry.io. You can see it's the leader in turnkey eco-friendly crypto mining. They're a leading provider of hosting, mining, energy, know-how, and supply infrastructure to manage and operate turnkey cryptocurrency mining operations. If we scroll down here as well, you can see they're an American cryptocurrency mining company supporting blockchain infrastructures that operate globally. As one of the fastest growing crypto mining and mine hosting providers in America, BlockQuarry is quickly transforming the decentralized finance and blockchain industries. BlockQuarry provides low-cost, sustainable solutions to the cryptocurrency mining ecosystem. BlockQuarry utilizes scalable blockchain infrastructure to convert unique identifiable assets into interchangeable digital assets such as Bitcoin and other types of fungible digital assets, offering immediate liquidity in the form of fast, confidential transactions, as well as the issuance of assets in the traditional capital markets. So that's kind of what they do, some of their backgrounds, and just kind of sums up their overall business model. If we take a look at some of the recent news, you can see this article did come out about 2-3 weeks ago on April 5th of 2022 on Yahoo Finance, titled BlockQuarry provides update on 2021 and 2022 growth projections following FINRA approved name and symbol change. For those of you who don't know or have never heard of this company before, they were formerly known as ISW Holdings, which, I mean, obviously now they're called BlockQuarry, but that was their previous name. They are a Texas-based company with primary commercial stage operations in cryptocurrency mining and hosting, like we talked about on that last slide. You can see the company announced they have begun implementing its 200 megawatt project in Gaffney, South Carolina, deploying the first 20 MW next-gen Pod 5 containers equipped with secure servers that can be mobilized and relocated at any time. That's a big plus as a part of their business. These miners and servers and overall equipment, they can be relocated, moved around, wherever the case may be, with relatively no moving costs or moving pains. You can see, as a quote, our December quarter report isn't out yet, but we're looking forward. We are looking for annual 2021 revenues topping 1.06 million, which comes in well above our projections from mid-year and represents a nearly 1,900% growth over our top 2020 top line, stated Alonzo Pierce, president and chair of BlockQuarry. While we suspected our December revenues to level out a bit as a consequence of moving our self-mining facility from Pennsylvania to our southern eastern U.S. location, we effectively minimized the impact of that transition and enter April with tremendous momentum. That's exactly what you want to hear as an investor in this company. And if we scroll down here a little bit further, you can see the company plans to expand by an additional 80 MW in phase 2 to bring its total capacity to 100 MW, which management believes will continue on to eventually reach 200 MW, driven by 56,000 new ASIC rigs. So just tons of growth, tons of things to be excited about as an investor or prospective investor in this company. And then to close things out back over here, before we jump back to the charts, this is from GlobeNewsWire.com. This one is titled BlockQuarry completes phase 1 20 MW launch, 5,600 miners now online, driving 9.5 million annualized revenues, 2021 audited financials filed. So we take a look at this article as well. You can see that this is, I mean, somewhat similar to the article I just went over, but you can see that these new miners are anticipating about 9.5 million in annual revenue going forward. You can see that. I'll actually go ahead and highlight that right there. That's a huge thing to know as an investor in this company. Then if we take a look at some of the financial performance highlights for the 12 months ending on December 31st of 2021, you can see revenues came in at 960K, which was up, a phenomenal percentage on a year-over-year basis. Cash increased by 540% on a year-over-year basis to over 542,000. Total assets increased by nearly 6,000% on a year-over-year basis to 10.8 million, and net operating loss shrunk year-over-year from 8.3 million to just 3.4. Obviously, that's a huge drop off, over $5 million cut, and that's exactly what you want to see when a company is kind of trying to have all of this growth. Usually with these young growing companies, they do have a lot of losses, a lot of debt, but that's not really the case here with BlockQuarry. You can also see that their total net income was $3.55 million, improving from a loss of $26 million in 2020, excuse me. That's kind of what I just mentioned. Usually you see losses of this nature and this size with young developing companies, but from there, for them to turn a $26 million loss into a profit of $3.55 million in just the span of about a year or two, that's absolutely phenomenal. And that's a really bright spot to kind of hang your hat on going forward with this company. If we take a look back over here on the chart, you can see they did have a huge run up at the time when all of these cryptocurrency based stocks shot up. They were no exception. They went from about a price of 90 cents all the way up to the peak of $3.78, and that was back on 9/24 of 2021. At this time, Bitcoin was at its all-time highs. Some of the bigger, more well-known cryptocurrency stocks like Riot and Marathon Digital were also seeing some huge runs and huge highs as well. Following that, they pulled back pretty sharply, just like these other crypto stocks did. So that's really no surprise there. They are in a pretty clear downtrend, as you can see. Ever since that peak up here at 378, they have been kind of trying to fight to get back above that. I do think, given the fact that the market was really choppy and the conditions really aren't the greatest, that this is a pretty nice setup right here. You can see, if I go ahead and draw in that trend line, they are holding this kind of bottom descending trend line as well as this upper resistance line as well. If I zoom in a little bit further, you can see that things are getting pretty tight here between these two ranges. I do personally believe we will see a breakout within the next few weeks or the next few months at the very latest, all the way back up here to about $1.40 per share. That's going to be my short-term price target for BLQC, and I think that is a pretty conservative estimate, given the fact that cryptocurrencies as a whole have been kind of pulling back as well. So obviously that's not going to help BlockQuarry when they do have some kind of correlation to the overall crypto markets. You can also see they are in this oversold territory. The MACD is pointing downwards as well. This is a prime dip buying opportunity if you are a believer in this company like I am, and I do think they will have a pretty strong recovery and see a move like I just drew out right there. I think this is a pretty good bargain, a pretty good steal at the price of under 80 cents per share. But with that said, guys, be assured do your own research before investing and only invest what you can afford to lose. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.